Alright. Trying to watch where I'm stepping. If any of y'all watched my solo ride video at Big Creek, I believe it was, y'all would know that my actuator went bad. And I had to ride the whole ride in 4-wheel drive per se. So I ordered the fix for that. It came in the mail I guess a couple days ago, but I didn't feel like doing it after work. So we got the Night Sure4 actuator. Comes with everything. It's a Forman Rubicon Sure4 actuator. Sure4 manual 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive actuator. This is everything that comes in it. This is the seal. These are little bolts they give with it to put it back on the handlebars. This is a dead end connector, so it keeps your lights from coming on or flashing or whatever however you want to say it. This is the bolts to mount the actuator to the diff. This is another dead end, and then you got your 2 seals that are going to go in your actuator. And then of course you got the handlebar piece right here, the cable, not electronic. And then you get your simple little somewhat instructions, I reckon you say. Got a sticker. They're a big Kawasaki fan. They do a lot of Kawasaki 4-wheelers, side-by-sides, Terexes and Brute Forces and Prairies and stuff like that. I think this is their first Honda product, but I may be wrong, so don't take my word on that. So we're gonna start with this at first and we're just gonna take the 3 screws out of the little diff switch right here. Make sure you have it in 2-wheel drive. I don't really have much of a choice. I'm gonna have to switch mine when I take the actuator out. So we'll just have to deal with that as we go. But we're gonna take these screws out right here, and then we're gonna, mine's done a little different, so we're gonna have to squeeze this thing out of there and get it hanging down here. That way we can pull the connector out and get it disconnected. So I'm gonna grab a screwdriver, which I've got right here, and just undo these 3 screws right here. If I can get it in there. All right, I'm gonna cut some more lights on. I don't really have much light in it. Now that you've got the screws out, this just pops off. I'm gonna go ahead and, of course, clean this off. Mine's not really that dirty. Throttle's a little sticky, so I'm gonna, while I got it popped off, there it is. Grab some WD-40. Just spray down in there. A lot of people like to use other stuff. This is all I got, so this is what we're gonna use. I'm just gonna spray a bunch of WD-40 down in here to go down in my cable. That way it'll soften that up. All right, now back to this. So get some light on the situation. So where the cable on a 520 or my 4-wheeler in particular, however they did it, usually the wire would come off and go down here in between the brake line and the handlebar. But on mine, it comes down and goes in between the handlebar and the throttle cable. So just pull it out, and it's zip tied to the handlebars right here. So you're gonna have to get you a pair of wires and just cut the zip tie, if I can. All right, take that, trash it. Now you want to take this, figure out where it goes down in at. Love how they did this. You have to get your hand in there and pull all the slack out you can. They did mine an aggravating way, of course. So if you don't have a radiator relocate or center snorkel, your connector will be right here and it'll be easy to get to. But since I've got both of those, we're gonna have to go down in between here. But like I said, we gotta get all the slack out first. Just gotta find out where the cord is. No, it's just text. Alright, so it's gonna be, let's see, be kind of a learning part for me and y'all both, because I don't really know exactly where it's at. Just gotta hope and guess. There's a bunch of wires right here, all up in here. Just gotta, I'm gonna set the camera down, and then when I find it, I'll get back to y'all instead of just sitting here holding y'all with me. Alright, I found it. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but if you look right up in, my hand's gonna be in the way, I guarantee it. But if you look right up in here, little, get this wire out. That little orange plug right there, that's what you need to get to. It's gonna be aggravating, but that little orange plug right there, that one right there, you need to get to that, get it out of there. That's the whole point of taking the switch off and getting a bunch of slack so you can reach in there and get that out. And then once you get that out, you're gonna unplug it and then we'll go from there. Alright, so got the plug out. It's got one of the little clips on it. This little black plastic piece you see here, where the radiator used to bolt, it's gonna be up under that. You'll see, you probably see the hole on camera. It's like right there somewhere. You'll see the two little prongs on this sticking out, and you just reach your hand up in there and squeeze one side, push it up, squeeze the other side, push it up, and it'll pop out. Then you can reach your hand up in there and pick it up and pull it out with the slack that you got. It's a little bit hard, you're gonna hurt your knuckles cutting it on that plastic, but next thing we're gonna do is get this out. So you're gonna have to get like a little flathead screwdriver or something, put it in here, and well, you could probably do it with your finger. I think I'm gonna do mine with my finger. But you just push up on this and then pull out on this. So this little piece right here, you're gonna push it out towards the outside of the thing, and you'll pull this out. So once you got that done, then you can go to this side, push this in. Mine's got mud all in it. Got all kinds of junk in it. I'm probably going to have to clean mine up a little bit before I can get it unlatched, so I'm going to get me a little small flathead. We're going to get in here, clean the inside of this clip out, get all that mud and junk out of there. Oh yeah, there's a piece of trash in there holding it in. Give it a little tap. Now that'll unclick. A little bit of a pain to get undone, but alright, so this part is going to just spin it around. Alright, so now you're just going to come back up here and then fish it out. Be a little tight, give it a few little snags. It might hang up on something down in there like this one is, but it's a little. Wow. Wow. You got a zip tie holding on the freaking wires together. How convenient, huh? Alright, we're gonna have to take this off. I was trying to do it without doing that, but we're just gonna have to make sure I'm not covering up the. Let me do it like that. Just take these two screws right here out. Put them in here. Alright, now you need to get you, if you own a Honda, you need to go to Advanced Auto Parts or something, get you one of these. It's the little plastic clips This is designed to pull them out. It's got a little rubber thing so you can get under them and pry, and then you won't scratch anything up. But this also gives you extra leverage. So you can get under like right here, and you just sit there and wiggle it back and forth. Pull it right out. Just grab it. Put it with all your other stuff. Come over here and do this one. Makes it like a dream. Night and day from having to do it with a flathead screwdriver. So much better. Now we're just gonna pull this off. Mine's not plugged in because the headlight don't work anymore anyway. So now we gotta figure out how we're gonna get this plug out. How we're gonna do that, I do not know. So when I figure it out, I'll get back with you. All right, so what I had to do was, if you move these wires right here after you get the headlight pot off, you can see that little split. What's up, dude? Just gotta, man. You just gotta split that right there. Pull your wires out, huh?
Is that Nathan?
Yeah, just pull your wires out, and then you can just push it up right through here. No. All right, so next you want to come over here and get this dead end, and come over here and plug it into the old one. That'll seal this off. All right, I didn't need that light. Just plug it into the old one, get it to click in, and then let me grab my light. Hold on. What is that? What the heck is that? Alright, I took my whole shebang right here off. You don't really need it off right this second. But you want to come over here to your kit, and in the same little baggie with the 3 screws and the dead end, you'll have this little seal. You want to just bring it over here along with the new switch. Then you'll, let me pull these things down. Then you'll just put the seal on the bottom of this with the little cup in the little hole. It'll be a little stiff, but just do that. I'm probably gonna use the, I guess I'll use the Given hardware. We'll just start these screws. I like to always start them with my fingers, that way you don't cross thread anything. I would go back down, if yours does anything like mine, I'd go back down in between the brake cable and the handlebars, and you just feed it. All right, you just feed it right down through there, just like so. Make sure it's in 2-wheel drive, and then you're gonna come over here. Now, you gotta find the cable, pull it back through. We had a nut fall off somewhere. We'll find that directly. Alright, now we're gonna get this one. Same thing as the other one, there's a little clip right here. You gotta pull it out first, and then you can just grab it. I already pulled mine out last time I went riding, so just pull it out, and then sit y'all down somewhere around here. Just unplug it. Come back over here to your little baggies. Grab this bag with the 2 seals, dead end. Grab this one with the new actuator. Bring it over here. Alright. Open this bag right here. Get all the contents out. We're gonna get the new dead end, plug it into the one that goes up the frame. Well, there's only one you can plug it into, but still, you know what I'm saying? Alright, plug it in, squeeze it till it clicks. Just kind of hard. Just alright, it's in there. What we'll do is we'll just bring this up here, zip tie it up right here in a little bit. Now what you're gonna have to do, you're gonna have to get in here, and there's 3 10mm bolts. There's 2 on the bottom, one right down here, one over here, and then I believe there's one more somewhere else. But we'll find it in just a second. One here, one here, one here. Yeah, alright, so there's one here. If you can't see because of the light, but there's one right here in this little swoop, and then there's 2 up under it, up under the actuator, and they should be 10mm bolts. So I'm gonna go get a ratchet and a 10mm socket, which I believe I've already got out right next to me actually. And then we're gonna put it on lefty loosey. That's right. Put y'all down somewhere in here where y'all can halfway see. Alright, now we're gonna take these bolts out. We're going to change sockets to a deep well 10. Oh. Yeah. Old actuator out. Now when you get in here, you need to check the actuator, and the little dial right there needs to be 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock, straight up and down. So it makes it a 2-wheel drive. Alright, so that'll be that. I'm probably gonna take a rag and kind of clean out around that, and then I'll come back to you for the next step. All right, next part, you need to get your Allen key, take these 4 bolts right here off, and then you can take one of your little seals, they're identical, and you can put it on the back of this right here. You'll see the little grooves. Just put the seal on there, and then get your Allen key, and take these 4 bolts out, and we'll do a little adjusting in there. All right, so next step, you're gonna take, once you get your Allen screws out, you'll take this off, and right here you'll see, just like in the other, on the back side of it, there's a little groove. This is where you take that other seal and just put it around this right here. I'm gonna have to set y'all down, I can't do it one-handed. That's nice, it already comes with that on there. Still there, still there. Into this little hole in the top, you'll put the little ball right in that hole, and you'll run it around. Screw this in. Make sure you do it just right. You just take it and spin it. Screw it all in to give you all the slack you can get. And there's another little ball right there, a little hole 4 ball. Just take the ball, spin it around, put it in that. And then just feed it down. You unscrew it. And then, so the next step to get it adjusted, you see the little line on this little thing right here, and you got a line right there. You'll take it, you'll take the lever, come up here, just pop it into 4-wheel drive, and then you'll just take this screw right here and you'll just unscrew it until this line meets up with this line perfectly. You want these 2 lines to line up just right. So you just take it, alright, now you got them lined up, got them done. Check your little boot right here, make sure it's over the cable and all that, because that's what keeps the water and stuff out of your cable. And then you go take it and just flip it around. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It goes just like this into the diff. Make sure your seal's on there. And just feed it down in there. Put it on the diff. Alright, snap it in. Get your new bolts. Put them in there. I mean, don't, you know, torque them down to crazy specs, because remember, this all is cast, so it's pretty easy to strip all this out. So just get them pretty tight, just a little bit past snug. Alright, that's on there. Double check, make sure that little bearing's on there around that little dial, or the little piece in the center of the actuator. Just right here, just make sure this little bearing's on there, because it will pop off. And then make sure the 4-wheeler is in 2-wheel drive when you put the actuator on. Just be double sure of that. Alright, and then now we're gonna see, make sure everything turns like it's supposed to. Pull up, I don't know if you can see it, it's turning, the dial is lined up. Alright, now you got your seal on the little faceplate right here. I'm gonna take this back out of 4-wheel drive, put it back in 2-wheel drive. Alright, so now we'll just put the new faceplate back on there. Get it in there. Put all the new screws in it. Should be good to go. That'll be the install done. Donezo. And then we'll pull it out and ride it around the yard. A little bit dark, but who cares. Get these all threaded in there by hand. Start